Hello, everybody. Welcome to, I believe, the 6th Freeze to Fall watch party of the Super Saiyan Performance Encore YouTube channel. Sorry, guys. I am 1 minute late. Or actually, 2 minutes late now. I was doing stuff. But, we're here. So, this is going to be a little bit different. Instead of us, watching... Excuse me. Instead of us watching music and listening to music, instead we're going to be doing something a little different. We are going to be reacting to this interview that Johnny Foxtrot did on the Johnny Foxtrot show. It says, "A conversation with / Freeze to Fall" is the title of the video. So, we're going to be reacting to it. I mainly decided to pick this to react to it for a watch party, mainly because the time, it's an hour and 42 minutes. So, basically an hour and 43 minutes, just about. So, I decided just to do this. Depending on what I decided to do after the interview, we may listen to like one song, but we'll see. Anyway, so we're just going to be reacting to this interview of Johnny Foxtrot with Freeze to Fall, the band. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Before we... I'm going to quickly play this, and while we do that, I'm going to get all my streaming stuff set up.
Sounds like you guys have been off to a good start on your Sunday. You guys are all giggles already.
Yeah, we've been laughing for the past like 25 minutes.
Yeah, so much so that the audio engineer had to tell the band to keep it down. You know what I'm saying?
It was because this video Jonah showed us of a seal named Jonah.
A seal named Jonah.
Send him the video after.
Oh yeah, shit.
We should like show him right now. Just show him right now.
Okay.
For like 25 minutes.
Hi everybody, I'm Amanda from the Houston Zoo, and this is Jonah.
I don't know if you heard that, but
Houston Zoo, and this is Jonah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's pretty funny. So, yeah, that's going to stick with you for a minute now, dude. You know that, right? Every time anybody says your name, they're going to go, oh.
Because that's exactly how we'd respond if somebody said that.
exactly.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess we'll start picking up this wherever. So, you guys, how's everything been with your guys' holidays? Like, how did everything go with like your New Year's and your Christmas and all those kinds of celebrations? How was all that?
Not bad.
Like, how did everything go with like your New Year's and
It
your?
was good. We've got 0 snow here for the first time ever. Like, yeah, global warming.
When does it normally start snowing? Like where you guys are at?
Sorry?
When does it
Like,
normally
when does it
start to
all-
snow? Like when?
It's
like
really
what month?
weird.
It depends. Usually like late November, beginning of.
Shout out to Terry McIntyre in the chat. Oh, which by the way, this interview was a request by Terry, so shout out to him.
December.
Yeah, but sometimes it'll snow in like late October, early November, and then it'll like melt, and then it'll come back in like late November,
Mhm.
and then it usually stays until when, like
Like-
March.
Yeah.
Yeah, like March.
And usually we have like a fair bit of snow, but this year there's like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's maybe been like that much snow in total, like for the whole year so far. So
Has it still like been cold, but like just not snowing, or is it just it's like warmer than normal too?
it's barely gotten to freezing. It's probably
Yeah.
like 2 degrees outside right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild that you guys are going through that because like we're getting like snow in like the southern parts of our country right now. Like people were like posting videos in like Atlanta yesterday and like Texas where they got snow, and we've gotten snow like twice. And we actually had snow for Christmas this year, which is like the first time that like probably since I've lived in Pennsylvania that we actually had snow on Christmas. So it's kind of wild that we are getting snow and you guys are like warm up in Canada.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember like a few weeks ago I turned on the news and they were talking to some people in like Toronto, and there was like it was these people who worked at like the outdoor like hockey rinks or whatever, and they were saying that like there's literally nothing for them to do because like it's not cold enough for them to have rinks. So I don't know if that's like all like Toronto or like certain areas of it or whatever, but like that's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Have you guys like missed out on any of like the winter activities you guys would typically do like for like break and stuff like that? Do any of you guys do like skiing or snowboarding or anything like that? Slogging, I think you guys call it in Canada. We call it.
Okay, so this was recent. Apparently, this was January 26th of this year, so actually pretty recent.
Sledding in America.
Yes. Well, tobogganing and sledding are like interchangeable. You will be understood either way.
Yeah, basically. Well, there's lots of snow up on the mountains where we would go skiing or snowboarding, so that's not a problem. But down here, we've got nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything fun for New Year's?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't talk about it. Mom and Dad might hear you later, bro.
Oh
you can't let everybody know what kind of rock star lifestyle you're getting into on New Year's, bro. I hear you, man.
For sure.
I hear you. Can I get one of those seal for me real quick? There you go, bro. There you go.
You're like a rapper that rhymes. I got it. You're stuck in the chair. Well, you were just at your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was at my house. And you were at your house? Yeah.
So
We all
pretty
stayed
pretty
at
pretty low key. Pretty low key. I hear you. Yeah.
No, wait, you were at my house. What am I talking? I was like, dog. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You really shouldn't have showed on that video, man. You really should have showed on the video. The giggles have started, and they're not going to stop today, dude. To see what you've done. Is this what happens? Are you considered the funny one in the band, Jonah?
I don't know. We're all pretty funny.
I think we all have different senses of humor, but we're all funny, maybe.
Right. Well, you guys talked about the first time, you know, about how cohesive you guys are like as a unit and how well you guys really just work together in terms of like your overall friendship and whatnot. We were talking about you guys' New Year, we were talking about you guys' holiday, and you guys were saying that you guys had a nice break. So when you guys like do take breaks like that, like do you guys tend to like still like have rehearsals and like band practices? Do you guys still get together during that time frame?
Yeah, we do. We still have practice over the winter break, but it's like a different schedule because we got different stuff going on than the school schedule.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I understand.
So we don't practice on like New Year's or Christmas or whatever, just like on the other days of the break. Yeah.
Gotcha. So Ginny did mention in her talk with Jesse that they put out this week.
Shout out to Tommy Mark in the chat. Hey Sam, hey Terry, hello. I'm from the southern Alleghenies in... Oh, okay. That's cool. This guy has a YouTube channel. He is from Maryland and a big Warning fan. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I was also seeing, I don't actually know if this is true or not, but does Johnny, is he a, this guy specifically, Johnny Foxtrot, is he a, like, a reactor? Because I thought I saw him, hold on guys, let me real quick pull this up. Because I thought I saw him doing like some type of reaction of some sorts. Johnny, what's it called? Johnny Foxtrot. Johnny Foxtrot. Alright. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does do like reactions. Okay, that's cool. trying to looking at his playlist to see if he's done any of the people that I'm currently doing right now. Here, I'll keep playing this while.
Am I saying her name right? Am I mispronouncing it? I'm probably mispronouncing it.
No, you're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
That's cool.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so she had mentioned about how you guys were, working hard on, some new.
Shout out to Grimfell in the chat. Grimfell? Hope I'm saying that right. Yes, from Baltimore. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah. So Grimfell, we do this thing on this channel obviously, where we ask the person 2 questions and about the artist, band or group. In this case, group. No, sorry, band. We ask them 2 questions. If they answer those 2, if they want to answer those 2, they will be added as a moderator on the channel. So the 2 questions for you are, when did you discover Freeze Fall? This is assuming if you even watch Freeze Fall. When did you discover them? And how did you discover them? Hey man, hope you're good. Doing good. Yes, I am doing good, yeah. You will hear him call me out on vids for bands I bring to his live streams. Oh, well. He is a cool guy. Well, that's good. Grimfell is an artist you need to chat with, Sam. Sounds good. Back in March through Terry. Okay. Terry puts me onto so many good bands. Hold on, I'll have to... Hold on, let me look up your channel real quick.
Songs, and you guys were working on like a full-length record. So, when it comes to like your guys' writing process, like, has there been something different that you guys have done?
Alright, you've just been as a moderator, Grimfell, so now when you type in the chat, you will have your name highlighted in blue and a blue wrench next to your name. In other words, we say as a nickname, you've been wrenched. Anyways, alright, so what? Go to channel. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, he does have 8.88 thousand. Good lord. I will be responsible, haha. You do the same for me. Alright, well, Grimfell, I just added myself as one of those 8.88 thousand. Or maybe, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I'll definitely have to react and check out to your music at some point. For sure. For sure. Alright, here we go.
And or is there anything like that looks different for you guys, like this time around versus like maybe the first time when you guys sat down and watched Thrones? The right Thrones.
I think that there's more intention now, because I think now, like, you guys can agree or disagree with me, but I think that now we actually sit down and we're like planning the songs, and we're like, okay, we want this song to kind of be like this type of vibe, or we want it to talk about this. But I feel like with Thrones it was a little more like we kind of just like wrote and we just like would see what would happen.
Yes,
And we
definitely.
still do that. Like, it's important to like not plan out every single thing, or else it kind of like interferes with like your ideas.
Yeah.
But we definitely have more intent now, I think. Would you agree with that?
Definitely.
100%. And we're writing all the concepts of the songs to kind of mesh together somehow to be in this one story, or kind of follow a common theme in some way or another. And also, we've discovered that thinking of the name of the song before we write the majority of the song is actually really helpful because then we can use that throughout the song and also use the title itself to inspire more lyrics and give a theme for the song.
And
like
sometimes,
a clear theme.
yeah, and sometimes even if it means like you write the title of the song and then you write the whole song and then you go back and like kind of alter the title a bit, but it's kind of just like we've learned it's a good trick if you have like, I guess, writer's block or whatever and you don't have ideas. Just come up with like a cool title and then it's like, well, what would the song sound like if this is the title?
Even like the instruments themselves have changed a bit. Like it used to be like, it like we had like a structure. We used to like come with like a thought out riff and then write the song around that. But now it's a little bit more like Quinn came with like a melody or like Jonah came with some lyrics. Thrones, the instruments themselves and like the order of how we wrote was a lot more like it had like an order to it almost. But like lately we've been more like it's not so much structured now. Now we just like write
Like,
whatever we have on our minds.
Anyone brings in anything and then we kind of just work around that.
Rather than like just a riff, like an already built riff. Now it's like we built
Oh, that's cool. Maybe that'll be my first one to react to.
off of it or like we change it and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah,
that's
and
cool. Go ahead.
no, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, and also like I think another big adjustment is now
I'm sorry, I have to rewind.
Thinking of the name of the song before we write the majority of the song is actually really helpful because then we can use that throughout the song and also use the title itself to inspire more lyrics and give a theme for the song.
and
like
sometimes
a clear theme.
yeah, and sometimes even if it means like you write the title of the song and then you go back and like kind of alter the title a bit, but it's kind of just like we've learned it's a good trick if you have like, I guess, writer's block or whatever and you don't have ideas. Just come up with like a cool title
with like a thought out riff and then write the song around that. But now it's a little bit more like
Okay, then I can't
Quinn
find
came
the
with
part.
like a melody or like Jonah came with some lyrics. Thrones, the instruments themselves and like the order of how we wrote
100%. And we're writing all the concepts of the song.
like a melody or
100%. And clear theme.
Yeah, and sometimes even if it means like you write the title of the song and then you write the whole song and then you go back
I'm not
and
gonna
like,
mess
kinda
with
alter
it
the title
anymore.
a bit, but it's kind of just like we've learned it's a good trick if you have like, I guess, writer's block or whatever and you don't have ideas. Just come up with like a cool title and then it's like, well, what would the song sound like if this is the title?
even like the instruments themselves have changed a bit. Like it used to be like it like we had like a structure. We used to like come with like a thought out riff and then write the song around that. But now it's a little bit more like Quinn came with like a melody or like Jonah came with some lyrics. Thrones, the instruments themselves and like the order of how we wrote was a lot more like it had like an order to it almost. But like lately we've been more like it's not so much structured now. Now we just like write
Like,
whatever we have on our minds.
Anyone brings in anything and then we kind of just work around that.
Rather than like just a riff, like an already built riff. Now it's like we build off of it or like we change it and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah,
that's
and
cool. Go ahead.
no, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, and also like I think another big adjustment is now Jonah is also writing melodies with us.
Yeah.
Which that was we write every single thing together, but that was the one thing that we didn't all do together was melody. That was Arya and I, just because of like the nature of our instruments, right? Like Jonah works less with melody than Arya and I do. But
So, Grimfell, I noticed that Johnny Foxtrot reacts to you. That's one of the people he reacts to.
now you do, and he has such a sorry.
Very
It's,
unique.
sorry, I don't know if you feel uncomfortable with me being like he does this and this and this being like right next to me, but he has like a completely different approach than Ari and I do because he thinks about it very like rhythmically. So say we come up with like a chord progression and we have some lyrics and we're like, okay, how are we going to fit these lyrics into a melody to go over these? He's like, okay, what if this word was like ba ba ba, and then we put in something that's like one syllable over here, and he thinks about it very like it's like a whole system
It's
to
so
it. But
cool.
Ari and I were kind of just like coming over and seeing. I don't know. So I think that those two approaches, like we mesh them together, and it's turning out really cool. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that for sure.
100%.
That's awesome. I think that it kind of ties into like you guys being really just the way that you guys work together, where you guys spend the time and you guys
They are very down to earth, why I wanted to help them and stay doing what they want.
actually like continue to like
The only thing that I'll say as far as reacting to you is you'll probably have to give me either a link or a title to the first song. It can be either one, the title or the first song, or a link to the song. Otherwise, I'll have no idea what otherwise, I'll have no idea what song you want me to react to first. So I would say, and this can be whoever. This can be you. This can be Terry, whoever. But I would say pick the song and then either put it in the chat or the comments of this live stream, and I'll be sure to react to it. Maybe I'll react to it. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Either way, I'll get to it. So
challenge each other in new ways, like when you guys are going into like recording and doing all that. So which I think is great for growth and just for yourselves and for the band itself. And I think that obviously it's probably going to really like shine through. I don't know when you guys really started that process, but like we talked about this a little bit. I think the first time that we talked, where you guys basically continually show a lot of progression. Like you guys are constantly like in a path of going upwards, and I feel like that really contributes a lot to the way that you guys interact with one another, even if it is laughing for 25 minutes over a Jonah Seal laugh. You know what I mean? That's what makes you guys different, and that's the kind of stuff that you don't ever want to lose that. You know what I mean? So I think that it shows not only with your guys' friendships and relationships together, but it's the greatest thing for Freeze the Fall too, because it's only going to show that much.
Oh wait, shoot, hold on. I'm sorry, someone else said that in the chat. I just didn't realize it was a song. Okay, I'm not gonna play it now, just because this is a Freeze the Fall watch party. But I just need to pull it up just to see. So we got Grimfell, and this is Masochist. Shoot. What? Grimfell, is it Grimfell times, is it Grimfell X Shadow Collective? Misochist official music video? I'm gonna assume it is just because it's the only one I see here, besides reactions to it. Hey, there's Johnny's reaction to it. Yep, okay. Alright, I'll add it to the list. Let me... shoot. Grimfell. I think this is the first time I'm having an artist request one of those songs. Grimfell. Times. No, I'll just say and. Shadow Collective. And this is gonna be Masochist official music video. It's on the list. It's on the list.
showcase that much more in your music, because you're taking different experiences and different thought processes and applying it to what you guys are creating. And I'm excited to hear it. I know everybody else is too.
Yay! Booyah! Booyah! Big booyah!
So, can we talk a little bit about like VHS and like the reception that you guys have received since you guys put out VHS? Because you guys put it out on Halloween, right? If I remember correctly, it came out on actual Halloween. So it's been out for a couple of months now. Can you guys talk a little bit about like the reception that you guys have had of that record since releasing it?
Yeah, it's been great. Everybody's been like really liking the heaviness of VHS, which is awesome because you can expect to see like more of us in that direction later. So that's good that it's been like positive feedback to that, because it's gone from Well No Standing was the music video before that, and then it goes to VHS coming out on Halloween. It's a big difference in sound. So glad people are receiving it so positively.
And I like that people are like, for the most part, they're chill with like the content of the video too.
Yeah.
Because we're like, hey, we're gonna make a horror video. And yeah, a lot of people think that it's like so sick. And even the people, like I've read a lot of the comments, and a lot of the people who like, they're not a fan of the video, they're still like, this is a really cool song type of thing. So that's really awesome. I like that they think that the storytelling is cool, because we really wanted to like act in a video. That was like a really big thing for us. We wanted to like tell the story through more than just like actually playing the music. So
Show.
show.
Yeah, I think you guys definitely did a great job in the music video for sure. I think that you guys could definitely be actors and actresses if you guys wanted to go that route. But yeah, I think that the video was very, very cool. Obviously, I'm a big fan of horror, so I love the concept. So I think that it tied together perfectly with like just the lyricism of the song. And I feel like that's one thing that I feel like you guys haven't really got too much of a chance to do yet, up until VHS is really be able to kind of help translate.
I still need to look up the lyrics for VHS. I need to look up the lyrics for all those songs, honestly.
The lyrical storytelling.
Just because I still don't know.
Not to say anything against all the Frozen and Cold Day videos, because those were great, but being able to actually see you guys put a storyline behind it too was also really, really cool. So I'm excited to see what you guys do in the future with all your guys' concepts, because I think that the way that you guys project your art and the way that you guys you guys are very cohesive that way, where you guys all have your each individual styles, but the way that it all kind of comes together is like very unique and very cool at the exact same time. So I think that when it comes to like what you guys do with visual concepts in the future are going to be sick as hell, to be honest, because like we got like one glimpse of that, and I think that
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing again, but so I just looked up the lyrics, and he's right. These lyrics, the horror theme does actually match with these lyrics, and the lyrics match with the horror theme. Verse 1, Act 1, Scene 1, tell me you're happy here, don't ask my name, crawl into the grave. And then pre-chorus, mutilate, I don't know that word, your perception of you, find the tapes and pray it isn't. And then the chorus, so learn to love me, then you'll fly, carve your name into headlines, a mask to hide your hollowed eyes, box away for you to find, film her cries for life. Wow. They always have the ages at that time and lyrics in the description. Oh wait, yeah, they do. Okay, I forgot about that. Their lyrics definitely bleeds into the overall theme. It really does, yeah. It really does.
that's only like the start of it, right? So
Yeah, I will, without saying anything, I will say there's going to be a lot more of that type of thing with like the storytelling in the music video instead of us just like playing our instruments. There's going to be more of that in the future. I can't say anything, but
Okay.
So, when it comes to like your guys' writing that you guys are doing right now, is there
Well, you
any
can't.
specific?
You can't say it just because you'll give out spoilers. Yeah. Anyways.
Overall like theme that you guys are trying to go for with the project, or is it more or less just a collection of like one specific idea, or you know, that might be a little like weird to answer, but
for like our EP that's going to come out.
for the EP, not necessarily like the full album.
Right. Okay, well, for the EP, we wanted another like goal of ours that we like really wanted to achieve was to have a concept. Like we wanted all of the songs to be connected and to tell a story. And so that was definitely like a really important thing for us when we were writing that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to touch on just like bigger like global problems that affect a lot of people. And yeah, it'll make sense when it comes out for sure.
So I know you guys have worked on the EP, and then you guys are also working on the record. So, is the EP like completed, and you guys are kind of working on the rollout process of that? Are you guys still kind of fine tuning the EP? Like, I know you guys are doing a million things all at the same time. So, you guys can tell me what you can't tell me.
Yeah, it's so the songwriting is done and the recording. We're still doing like mixing and mastering on some of the songs, but like it's like we're getting close with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so basically like our job is like mostly done. Now it's just to Jordan, the producer, to kind of work his magic on that. And then the only thing we have to do is like, you know, give him feedback. Like he'll send us a mix and we'll be like, that's cool, but
To
maybe change
kind of
this one
work his
thing.
magic
So-
on it.
That's the extent of it. And then once that's done, then that's done.
Then it's done.
yeah, I didn't really say.
So how's the relationship with Jordan grown since you guys started working with him? I would imagine it's only gotten stronger, and things have only gotten better since you guys started working with him.
100%. With all the recording and all this time we've spent with him, we
Yeah,
definitely
a lot of
we
that.
definitely become closer. There's no way we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've gotten even more. Well, we were always comfortable with him. We kind of like how when we met each other, it just like clicked. It was the same thing with Jordan. Like it wasn't really like awkward, but it's definitely it's evolved in that we're so much more comfortable, all of us like all working together to be like, yo, maybe this one part of the song, like to like stand up and be like, can this part of the song please be more like this, or can we go more in this direction? And so I think that all of us are more comfortable to like share that type of stuff. And same with Jordan too, like to be able to be like, yo, this is a cool idea, but can we make it like, would you be okay with maybe going a little more this way or whatever? And I think that having that like being comfortable with communicating that is important. So yeah.
Yeah, like just building up that trust with each other has gotten really good, so that we can give each other feedback without like being judged or like getting mad at each other. You know, we're just like, okay, you got that. You know, I trust you.
Let's
you
give it
cooked.
a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, and all of us
Right.
are like pretty chill that way. Like we've actually like we've never gotten in a fight or even like close to a fight before.
Mhm.
Like we're always just like pretty chill, and it's the same way with Jordan. Like all of us are always just chill together, and I think that an important part of that comes from we all like respect each other's ideas, and we understand that if someone like says something about your part, like maybe could this part be a little more like this or less like that or whatever. Understand that it's not like them saying like you are bad. It's more just like for the song and for the music. It's not like critiquing you as a human type of thing.
Right. Right, and that's one of those things that it's difficult a lot of times, like just within any relationship, to learn how to communicate it with each other, where the other person understands where you're coming from, that it's not like an attack on you, it's more or less a suggestion, or it's all coming from a place of love, right? Where I think that it takes time to do that, but that's why it's so cool that you guys have like those that we're able to have those instant connections that way, because like it's difficult to find, and even when you have like the best intentions, like it is difficult to like still project all that and receive it all well. So the fact that you guys have been lucky enough to find
Something's telling me this stream is gonna be like 2 hours long.
not only each other that way, and then also like your producers, and then like the different people who like work on your guys' team and have
Which, by the way, would be the longest stream on this channel so far.
the ability to be able to connect that way is really special, because a lot of people spend like their whole lives looking for people to be able to connect with that way. So it's really special that you guys have that, especially like in a band, right, where you guys are one day going to travel the world together, and you guys are going to see things like and have new experiences together as a group, and then you guys will be able to continue to take all those experiences that you guys have now and apply them as you guys are continuing to grow with your music. So can you guys imagine how great like your third EP, your third record, full-length record, is going to sound when you guys have traveled and met Ollie Sykes and all that? You know what I'm saying, Aria?
Yes, of course.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the picture when you meet him. I know it's gonna happen.
It's like tears running.
No, basically it'll be like I'll be in like the hospital bed and he'll be like,
Stop.
Like a Make-A-Wish kid. Oh man, that's terrible.
Was just going to ask. Well, there you go. An hour and 42 minutes and 40 seconds long. So this stream, with how much I'm pausing already, this is probably going to be about 2 hours. So.
Oh man, who's the one that you want to meet, Jonah? Who's the highest person on your list to meet? I'm gonna put you on the spot. Bro.
I really want to meet like Eloy Casagrande. That would be crazy.
oh my god.
And I want to like, I don't know, have like a big bro talk with him.
I unfortunately don't know who that. I unfortunately don't know who that
so
is.
He's the new drummer for Slipknot, and he used to be the drummer for a band called Sepultura as well. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned on my Discord. They must have heard you say it somewhere, dude, because they said something about how much you loved Slipknot and that band. So they talked. They said that you said that was one of your inspirations was Slipknot. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I can't believe everything I hear on the internet, man. But some people, when they tell me stuff, I'm like, they're normally not wrong. So I wanted to confirm that was the case. So that would kind of explain that.
If you hear it from Russ, then it's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't doubt Russ. I definitely don't doubt Russ. I learned a long time ago.
No one should ever question him.
I definitely learned to not question Russ, because he is pretty much facts with everything that he says. So
He knows.
Wait, what? What happened? I didn't even catch that.
Slipknot and that band. So they talked.
So he's the new drummer for Slipknot, and he used to be the drummer for a band called Sepultura as well. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned on my Discord. They must have heard you say it somewhere, dude, because they said something about how much you loved Slipknot and that band. So they talked. They said that you said that was one of your inspirations was Slipknot. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I can't believe everything I hear on the internet, man. But some people, when they tell me stuff, I'm like, they're normally not wrong. So.
Yeah, no, you can't. That's not a statement, that's a fact. You can't believe everything you see on the internet. That's again not a statement, that's a fact.
I wanted to confirm that was the case. So that would kind of explain that.
If you hear it from Russ, then it's probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't doubt Russ. I definitely don't doubt Russ.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't doubted Russ one bit either. Like, just about every time that he's commented, actually, no, not just about, basically about every, time he's commented on my Freeze the Fall reactions and watch parties and stuff like that. Like, honestly, like, honestly, I sit there and think, like, okay, that's true. I would doubt that that's a lie. Like, that's gotta be true.
Learned a long
Yeah, no
time
one should
ago.
ever question him.
I definitely learned to not question Russ because he is pretty much facts with everything that he says. So
He knows.
What happened?
I feel like I missed something.
I'm so loud. Holy.
Sorry.
See, he's just like me. I feel like I just missed something.
I feel like I missed something.
I'm so loud. Holy.
Sorry.
He knows like more about us than we know what ourselves is.
If that's something. If your fan knows more about you than you do about yourself, that's something.
Sorry.
Sorry, you caught us on a weird day.
No, you guys are totally good. I was.
He knows more about us and our music and our gear and like anything than we know.
I've been
That's a
telling
lot
him for
to
a
know.
while that he should be the president of you guys' fan club.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
he definitely knows like everything. Because he's like, oh yeah, and Quinn got this guitar on April 16th.
Yeah.
Like we're 16.
And
Meanwhile,
the-
I probably couldn't tell you like what year I got whatever guitar it was or whatever.
he'd be like, Jonah got this drumstick specifically from this guy named Joey at the local shop around the corner. I actually met Joey 16 times at Freeze the Fall shows. Like, yeah, he knows everything about Freeze the Fall. So shout out to Russ in Canada, man. Shout out to him.
Locked in.
We love him. Yeah, he's
And I'll do the same. Shout out to Russ in Canada. Whether he joins the chat or not, shout out to Russ in Canada. Thanks, Sam. See you guys later. See you later, Tommy. Thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your day.
he's a goat.
Yeah, Terry's another good one in your guys' community for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
so many. So
There's
many.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably sit here and like talk about people all day from the the cold front. Man, I almost was drawing a blank there.
That's okay. But yeah, totally. There's a lot of people. We should show Johnny the stuffies.
We should.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We have this stuffy from last time named Mishka.
We
Mishka,
have Angry Watermelon.
nice.
They got the sea hunk. This guy.
The sea hunk, nice.
Oh yeah, Jonah Chunk. Wait.
So now every time he looks at that seal, he has to think of Jonah the seal.
There's one more.
You gotta do it for us again, brother. That's what I'm saying. You started something, man. You started something.
And then this is Syrup, our Canadian queen.
Syrup? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Syrup?
This is big man.
This is Big
I
Man.
won him in Vegas because I'm a
I
gambler.
can see
Yeah,
why. I
okay.
can see why it's called Big Man.
Nice.
Like, give the backstory of all
Yeah.
these guys. Okay, do you want
And then
This
there's
is King Mango Puff.
That is an ultra big man. I'm gonna stop.
he doesn't even fit under the table.
Up here.
FTF mascot.
What is his
I don't know
name?
how you guys kept all those off camera.
His name is King Mango Puff.
King Mango Puff. I think Queen Syrup. What was her name again? Queen Canada Syrup Girl. What was her name?
Syrup, the Canadian queen.
Syrup, the Canadian Queen. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Quinn got me this one.
I gave it to her for Christmas.
Yes.
Does it have a name yet?
She named it.
Yes.
I only brought one with me today. I only brought one. I brought the Care Bear. I mentioned it on a live stream once that I have a Care Bear that sleeps next to my head every night, and and nobody believed me, but I do, and I brought her with me today. So yeah, that's what I brought with me today.
That's awesome.
That's the cutest I've ever heard.
Aww.
I don't have a name for it. It's just the Care Bear that watches over me while I sleep. So
There's the name.
I love that. That's the best name.
The
Yeah.
driver that watches over me while I sleep.
yep, I'm gonna have to give her a name like Queen Syrup or something.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm honored that you guys brought on some stuffies onto the show, man. You know, I'm working on trying to get some of my logos updated and stuff like that. Add some new ones. You know,
That would be cool.
Mishka was a big hit the first time around, so
Say that again. You could put Sea Hunk in your logo.
see
I
how
named him.
Yeah, wait, his tags.
no, yo, that's what his name is. That's crazy.
Well, it's like the brand. It's the brand, and she didn't know like what to call him, so she's like Sea Hunk.
Sea Hunk is pretty fire though. Yeah, I've been trying to incorporate like new animals and stuff outside of like the teddy. So like, you know, I've been trying to do like the seal of approval, but I'm not sure how it's like working. So, but now that this whole thing with Jonah's going on with Jonah, and they're gonna think I'm putting Jonah like in my stories or something on Instagram.
Stamp of approval.
I'm gonna throw a seal up there and I'm gonna start tagging you in the videos, bro. Like what you
For
think of
the
the
end
song?
of this interview, the very last thing has to be that video again, because I swear to God.
Yeah, we're gonna have to close it off with that, and I need all three of you guys to let out your best Jonah noise.
I want to meet Amanda from the Houston Zoo.
I was gonna say.
Aye.
Ari was saying that she's probably the only Amanda in Houston. Like, no one else in Houston is allowed to have that name. Only Amanda from the Houston Zoo.
Yeah, she's got to be the most famous Amanda in Houston for sure at this point. Like, I didn't even know that Houston had a zoo. To be honest with you, I've been there twice, and I didn't even know that Houston even had a zoo.
Whoa.
But now I know they got seals named Jonah.
No, wait, Johnny.
So does Chloe.
Yeah. Johnny, you may have been in Houston at the same time.
I know, I was just thinking because I'm from Texas, so I'm like sitting here thinking, does Houston have a zoo? But yeah, they do.
I'm as Jonah.
I'm
and
Amanda. Wait, you might have been there while that video was being filmed.
I might have been.
God.
Could you imagine? What if I was the one behind the camera? What if I told you guys I was the one behind the camera? That was my last job, and I was recording videos at the Houston Zoo.
Plot twist of the century.
Plot twist of the century, for sure.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm just imagining you spending the entire day with all these seals. You can't do this.
I'm not gonna do the noise. I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Do it.
You have to. We have to do it. We have to.
Okay, we'll be Amanda and you have to be the seal.
All right, I gotta
I'm
hear.
Amanda from Houston. Wait, no. Hi, I'm Amanda from the Houston Zoo. This is
Johnny
Johnny
the Seal.
Johnny.
I can't even do it. Oh man, I think I need to hear the video one more time.
Well, that's cool.
All right. Let's rewind it back. All right, game face on. All right, go ahead, Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda from the Houston Zoo. And this is Johnny the Seal.
Skinny.
Oh
Oh
man,
my God, Tusk.
Skinny.
Johnny the Seal. Hi, I'm Amanda from the Houston Zoo. And this is Johnny the Seal.
Skinny.
Oh
Oh my
man,
God, Tusk.
That's
Tusk.
a really bad horror movie.
I'm clipping this show up. This is gonna be my promo for this video. For this interview.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely Jonah the Seal. I think is the title. They're not even gonna Freeze Fall's not even gonna be in the title of this video.
Good. Just Jonah the Seal.
Yeah,
Just put Amanda. Just put Amanda from the Houston Zoo in the title. That's all you need to do, and then hit edit. Put in the title Amanda from the Houston Zoo in a Freeze the Fall interview, and then you're done.
we're definitely putting the seal of approval in the title for sure.
Yes, sir.
See, honestly, Jonah, like you've helped like bring this to life now, dude. You really have, man. You didn't even know it. Just for being you, bro.
It's my
Just for
pleasure.
being you.
But do you know what? We might have to kick him out of the band because he just told us before this interview that he has been sitting on that video for like a month. He just showed it to us today.
Oh,
Man,
I'm
you
gonna be
can't
honest, I
sit on
completely forgot about it. I saw it again like this today. So
you can't sit on the gold, bro. You gotta sit on it right away. You'll forget about it.
that was a good line. That was a good line.
Someone cooked here. Don't sit on gold.
Someone cooked it.
I feel like I had a question for y'all and I lost it.
That's okay. Seals do that.
Yeah, I got seal brain. I got seal on the brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the trains.
Well, I'll say one thing is that Freeze to Fall definitely seemed like very fun but funny people at the same time to hang out with.
The thought have been derailed now.
You mean all
Yes,
the
that
seal
video's
thought?
so cursed. The seal of thought is that what you said?
I don't even know what
The
it was.
seal of thought.
I mean that in a good way.
So you guys mentioned horror movies, and you guys have mentioned that you guys have do like little horror movie nights and stuff like that. Have you guys done any recently, or you guys have any planned in the future?
Yeah, we just watched a movie, The Fly, with
The Fly.
Jeff Goldblum.
The Fly. What a title for a horror movie.
It was
With
more
Jeff
like a horror
Goldblum.
comedy.
Oh, and the strike.
Shout out to Milt Schmidt. Oh no, trust me, you're here way past in time. No, we're gonna be here for a little bit. So we're reacting to this interview that Johnny Foxtrot did with Freeze to Fall, and it's an hour and 42 minutes and 40 seconds. We're only 29 minutes in, so sit back and relax.
Yeah, I've seen The Fly.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know
Yeah.
what you guys' thoughts on The Fly were. Aria, let's start with you.
Just in time for the seal, yeah.
Whose idea was it to watch The Fly?
Jordan Chase, the
Chase.
producer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
This-
the movie. Sorry.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I think to be honest, the effects were
I swear on everything, they have been. I swear on everything, they've all been cutting each other off, like so much.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I think to be honest, the effects were actually pretty good. I think it's like 1986 or something. It was actually pretty good for like that time, I thought. But to be honest, it wasn't really for me. I don't know. I thought it was kind of an odd concept. Like I see where they were going, but it wasn't my thing, and that's okay.
Okay. All right. Did you know, Johnny, you like Ice Nine Kills, right?
I do, yeah.
You know they have a song called The Fly, right? That's about that movie?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I want to know what you look about The Fly.
I liked it. I really liked it. Okay.
Did you?
It was,
Did you?
It was very quirky, but I like movies like that. And I thought the whole concept was pretty interesting, like him losing his humanity and eventually being the villain at the end of the movie. I thought that was cool. And the special effects were obviously really good. Really disgusting when he was like pulling his fingernails
Oh, yeah.
off and stuff. So
yeah.
nasty. But I thought it was good.
Yeah, I definitely think that that it's cool that you took away like the overall arcing theme of the movie, right? 'Cause
So obviously, I mentioned this in my first ever reaction to VHS, the official music video by Freeze to Fall. I mentioned how I'm not a horror fan. I'm not necessarily what you would call, to put it into my words, what I said in that reaction was, I'm not really a type of guy that people would like call or clarify as like a big horror fan. I'm not. I don't necessarily. I'm not really a big fan, really a fan at all of horror stuff. But does not mean I did not like VHS. VHS is just a good song, like no matter what. Whether it was horror or not, it's just a very good song. Excuse me. I was looking at some. Just a very good song, honestly. But yeah, no. As far as my background, as far as my not my background, but as far as on my story on whether or not I like horror, there's my story.
is that is one thing that's interesting
I'm not
about
the
the
biggest
movies like
fan,
that, where like
so.
there is kind of a concept behind it, and you kind of even just explain it there, where it is told in a very weird and unique way, where a guy turns into a fly and sheds like his own skin and stuff, and that movie is like so out of there. Like, but I mean, again, for the time, it was pretty like I don't say revolutionary, but it was like pretty like it kind of became like a cult classic pretty quickly because it was very unique for the time frame. Like if somebody made that movie today, I don't think anybody would want to watch it. But like, you know, if you think about like how many years ago it was like a very interesting concept, and it had like a big name actor in it with Jeff Goldblum. But Quinn, what did you think of The Fly?
I thought it was cool. I just wish that I
Yes, exactly, Terry. Yeah.
could see videos of them being like I want to know who came up to like
come
the
from
group of
anywhere,
people and was like,
yeah.
hey guys, I have the best movie concept of all time, and they bring out all these drawings, and they're standing up there and they're like, this guy gonna do this, and this girl over here. Like, I need to see that. That's what I want. And then I need everyone's reaction.
Independence Day to do it.
Yes. Yes. But yes, I approve. It is a Quinn. It gets the Quinn seal of approval.
So when you there you go, back to the seal of approval. So when you guys go into like these like movie nights, like does it like do you guys like randomly pick like you?
Because of me obviously not being the biggest horror fan, I really not too much liking horror. Obviously means that I don't watch really any horror movies, honestly. And I'm gonna be honest, I may not. Horror is okay. So, just to give you guys a little demonstration here, horror is not. It's not my favorite, of course, but it's also like kind of okay. So what I'm about to say, no one take this personally or anything like that. For those who love horror movies and stuff like that, don't take this personally. But for me, I just don't. They make me uncomfortable. I'll say that. They make me for a person that doesn't necessarily like horror. They don't really like. I don't feel comfortable when I watch clips from those types of movies. And Terry, I'm sure in a way you can relate to that as well, because you said you don't either. Or you said you don't like them either. But I mean, they're alright as far as like. Don't get me wrong, there are still some pretty good like non blood and gore scenes in there, so those are actually fine. Those are pretty good. But when it comes to like the like blood and gore scenes in the movies, that's where I can get a little uncomfortable. And kind of in a way I just want to turn it off. Maybe come back to it later, but yeah. So that's my story.
You guys go like
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pause this just because I want to listen to the question. So I'll be right back.
how does the concept of the movie like happen? Like how do you guys decide on which one to watch?
Aria and I are like the most indecisive people you'll ever meet, so we cannot pick. So usually Jonah just
He
like
knows like a lot of horror movies. So.
yeah, he knows like every horror movie ever.
What's your favorite kind, Jonah?
So
I don't know about that.
Well, you know a lot of them.
You do.
You usually like.
you literally made every horror movie ever.
I can tell which ones are gonna be good and which ones aren't gonna be good.
See ya, Grimfell. Appreciate you joining. Keep doing awesome work on your live streams. Thanks, man. I'll tune to the next one. Sounds good. No problem. I've watched a live horror with an EXE. I had with an ex. She was a huge fan, but now I rarely watch any movies at all. Just history and documentaries. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I was actually about to say, no, so I realized, that was X that you said there, but no, yeah, no, I just don't really, watch that stuff. Maybe I'll watch a baseball documentary here and there if for example, my mom, mentions it. Maybe I'll watch it. I'll watch a documentary here and there, like a baseball documentary. That's pretty cool. Just because I'm into baseball, so, yeah. But, yeah. Anyways.
You can just tell.
Yeah, I usually pick them.
What's your favorite kind? Do you like psychological? Do you like slashers? Like
Psychological is my favorite.
Hey, shout out to Freeze the Warning in the chat. Johnny is the best. He was at the Toronto show. There are 14 songs from that concert on YouTube filmed by fans if you want to check them out, Sam. Alright, sounds good. Johnny is the best. He was at the Toronto show. There are 14 songs from that concert on YouTube filmed by fans if you want to check. Yeah, I'll probably check them out for sure. Probably won't have time for this watch party just because by the time we get done with this interview, with how long it is, we're already going to be past by 2 hours on this stream here. So,
I like when there's
but I'll definitely react to those for sure.
Yourself, that the movie just doesn't straight up say to you, right? You kind of have to figure out for yourself. I like
right, that's what I'm saying. I was really impressed in your take on The Fly, bro. You know what I mean? Like you got it. So that's kind of cool. I dig it. Yeah, it's a weird movie, but like there is like a strange like if you kind of like look at it from that perspective of like there is a story like you said is being told without being told. So it's interesting. That's cool that you look at it that way, dude. So when it comes to, let's get back on the subject of music. When it comes to music, is there any like new artists out there that you guys have like recently discovered that you kind of like recently fall in love with? Like no genre specific or anything like that, but like anything like just new that you guys have that's caught your attention in the last few months?
Just this morning, Quinn and I were talking about this artist called Death by Rami. We were talking about XXX Exhibitionist.
Yeah.
I did a reaction to that this week, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. I did on, I don't think it was my last live stream, but it was one of the ones I did this week, actually. So yeah, I'll have a reaction to that song coming out this week.
That's awesome. We'll show you after. You'll think it's
Yeah.
Oh,
really
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's
This
good.
morning I was like listening to all her stuff. It's pretty cool, yeah.
The music video for XX Exhibitionist is so on point.
It's
It's
so
like
good.
perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I love like the Joker like little thing that she had like on her face and all
Yeah,
that.
and
It was fire.
She was such a good actor. She was so creepy.
Yeah, and that's wild that you guys mentioned that because like I said I literally did a reaction to them like Audio on my channel had it's like, oh, I think Johnny's really gonna like this one, and we did like Foxtrot Family Night the other night, so like it was just doing random requests from people, and she's like, oh, what about this one? And I was like, oh, for sure. I'm like, I saw the thumbnail and I was like, this looks like it's my bag, so let's go check it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fire. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, so cool. So
Johnny,
cool.
anybody new for you recently?
Well, actually, a couple.
Okay, well, I appreciate you saying that, Terry, because honestly, that might have to happen, honestly.
Days ago, I kind of delved into this band called Throne. Like, not spelled like this
Fire.
throne, but,
Yes.
like throwing somebody. Yeah, I was listening to their new album. Well, like their only album, and it was really good.
Bro, I've been trying to get people on that album for like 6 months now, dude. Like
Yeah.
that if you like that kind of style, like that like angry, like hip hop, like over like metal type shit.
Yeah,
that album is fire.
like
I've been
trap
li-
mixed with Knocked Loose. It's so awesome.
Yes,
I love
dude.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
a
love
great
that.
They have
description,
one
dude.
song that like blew up, so you guys probably know that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know Floodgate really likes them.
Mhm.
Shout out to Floodgate.
Shout out to Floodgate.
What?
Every time you guys jinx each other, you gotta start doing the noise.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, I can see it already. I can see you guys doing it on stage in the microphones, like to the crowds, and having people.
wait.
You have a whole seal thing back and forth from the crowd interaction. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. In our newest song, the breakdown call out can be the right?
Bro.
Right?
That could be that could be the
huge
black.
beat drop.
That could be the black.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I think of like we have like a really muffled like effect version of like the high of Amanda from Houston, and like nobody will know. Only us.
Yo, it's coming together.
Yeah, it really does, Terry. Yeah. That's honestly what I was thinking about, too.
They're like, is that like talking in the background? Like, I wonder, like, that's probably like such deep lore, and then it's just like that video from.
And then we released like the isolated speaking parts. It's like, hi, I'm Amanda from Houston. Oh.
I think that you should do it. You should take a page out of Bring Me's book and like make it sound like it's all artificial intelligence and like.
Yeah,
yeah, he's like,
yeah. Oh my god. I love that.
Probably.
So your manager had mentioned to me. I was chatting with her a little bit this morning, and she had mentioned about like talking with you guys. She said that she used the word lore like at least 4 times in the text message that she sent me. So she said that lore was very important to you guys when it came to like just everything that you guys do with your music. Again, the word lore was used like 4 times. So she was like, ask them about the lore. So what does the lore mean to you guys when you guys go in to write music?
So, Drones doesn't have lore, but
Yikes. Ouch. So now imagine if they come and watch. Wait, hold on. What did she say?
Drones doesn't have lore, but so Drones doesn't have.
Okay, Thrones, the song. Okay, never mind.
So Drones doesn't have lore, but
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I need to pull up Thrones. Now I need to pull up Thrones and see what it actually looks like. Hold on. Freeze the fall. And we're gonna go Thrones. Thrones. So I need to see this.
All right, Revelry, thank you so much for having us. It's so nice to be here. We are Freeze the Fall. This first song is an original called Thrones.
I mean, it sounds like it sounds like there's a little bit of lore in there. So I'll disagree with Quinn just a little bit. But I don't actually know. Just because I can't really tell. But so Thrones doesn't really have lore. Anyways, I'm sorry. Shoot. Hold on. Thrones EP is the debut EP, one of their unreleased songs. Okay. Sounds like I can't find it. Now available on vinyl. Sadly didn't make the... Oh, man. Sucks.
So, Thrones doesn't have lore, but the
Hold on, let us cook.
Go ahead.
Let me cook your dog.
It is confirmed Thrones does not have any lore. So for those who were wondering and wanted lore, I'm sorry we canceled that. So you're just gonna have to live with it.
Let me go. Bye.
They're gonna watch this entire reaction, and they're gonna this is all they're gonna be doing. It's just laughing.
The next EP, the one with VHS, etc., that has a ton of lore. Like it's a whole concept. Everything is connected, and especially in the VHS music video, there's like this shrine, right? There's like the whole serial killer shrine that has so much lore on it, and so many people have gotten like a lot of things, but they're like the very like
surface
level things. Like we got like people gotta look harder. There's
Quinn, I'm sorry if I'm not trying to make fun of you, but it's just hilarious. I'm not trying to laugh at you just because it's just funny.
so much stuff there. You just have to like. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's stuff in the outfits. There's stuff in the shrine. There's like words to look for.
Yep.
The most important one. I actually can't even say it. But there's just like so much to look for.
And also not only this EP, but the next thing that we're also working on, very lore heavy as well. So
Yeah.
now that we've like started doing like concept records, now like we can't stop.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, guys.
basically, what lore means to us is just expanding our ways of storytelling through music. So whether it's putting little things to find in like the physical copies of the album, CDs, vinyl, that kind of thing, or it's like sneaking things into our marketing in social media, or maybe even live shows like outfits, that kind of thing. All of that can be lore, and it's just more ways for us to express our story that we're trying to get out through our music.
Absolutely, and that's definitely a thing that we're doing more now. Now that we're like out of the Thrones era, I suppose, is like we were saying before about the music videos, how we want to do more acting so we can like really tell these stories. All these pieces of lore, like all these like references to things and this like symbolism or like any type of metaphor, any type of thing that is outside of the music is there to like further enhance the comprehension of the story and to just like to promote like deeper thinking about what it is that we're saying.
Mhm.
And there's a ton of it there. People just need to like learn. They're gonna learn how to look for it, type of thing, you know, because like I don't think our fans are used to us being like a super heavy lore band, but they're gonna be used to it because that's the new way. It's the new way.
Well, I think that you guys even started off that with a little bit with like just with Jonah and the masks, you know what I mean? And even just like the masks you guys wore like in the Masquerade video and all that stuff. Like I think that even started some of it, right? You guys have already had a lot of consistency with the way that you guys like dress in the music videos and how they match each other. And then even what you guys have done with like your live shows with like incorporating like the fact that you guys each were like wearing like a red and with like VHS and stuff like that. So like you guys have already done that even through the Thrones era, I think, if you will. So I think that you guys are really only just kind of pushing that agenda even that much more forward, which I think is really sick. So I think what I took away from what you guys told me was pay closer attention in the reactions in the future, because there's going to be more things to look for. I feel like I've said it a few times now, like on my channel, that like I every single reaction I do, there's always some like obvious thing that I never point out. You know what I mean? And I feel like in VHS it was like the tapes on top of like the TV at the end with like the song titles for future songs or whatever. And like when I saw that, I was like, okay, I just know what that is, and I just didn't say anything. You know what I mean? But like every other reaction I watched to it, they're like, oh, that's like.
Okay, I can relate to that, to what he's saying, because that's happened to me before, where like I see something. This is of course doing a reaction that I'm doing. I see something, but I completely forget to comment about it. To like, I see it, I know it's there, and and while the song's playing, I see it there. I'm like, oh, there's one thing for me to comment about at the end of the reaction. And then I completely forget to do it. So.
The song names, I'm like, duh, I should have said it out loud, but whatever. So what I'm taking away is look closer in videos and artwork and all that kinds of just stuff, because there's probably some sort of tie-in together some way, somehow.
Bingo.
Yes, and also like there's gonna be a lot of things that people see in, like, for example, the VHS video that aren't gonna make sense right now, that they might not even pick up as like this is like a lore thing, because it's just like a standalone type of thing, if that makes sense. But as more songs come out, they might be like, wait, but like there's this thing over here, and is this connected to this? Like it's a lot of like you're gonna look back on things and be like, wait a minute.
Wait the hell.
Yeah. So literally just like for people watching, just like go through the VHS video and just like pause it at random times. Just like pause it. That's my advice to you. Pause the video.
Yeah, I've watched it a handful of times, and I feel like I take something away, like something new from it, like each time. Like I notice something different each time, and I think that's like, you know, anytime that you really do like revisit stuff like that, you will. So yeah, as you guys continue to release more music and music videos and things of that nature, I'll definitely have to revisit and see if there's any tie-ins in the past. But the first thing I thought of was, I'm like, you know, the cold front will probably have 1,000 and million theories at the longer you guys go on and the more stuff that you guys put out of tie-ins. And it'll be fun when they're like so wrong, but they're like got such a story, like a Reddit thread.
Just to let you guys know, we've been going for an hour and 19 minutes, close to 20 minutes now, so we're probably gonna have to stop it here in a little bit.
And you know what I mean? About like what things mean?
What I'm probably gonna do is this is probably gonna be 2 or 3 parts. So like, for example, this was part 1. This was part 1. We'll probably do part 2. We'll probably do part 2 and another Freeze the Fall watch party, and then part 3, of course. And another watch party as well. So, yeah. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to get through the entire 1 hour and 42 minutes and 40 seconds of this video. So, actually. Yeah. So, yeah, just to let you guys know.
Yeah. I can't wait for you guys to get to the point where you like never really tell them like what things mean, and they have to figure it out on their own, and then they'll have like all these wild theories. Because like right now you guys are too nice and probably give everybody a little bit too much behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But eventually the lore will be more mysterious, I think, in Freeze the Fall's future. You gotta keep things fresh a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
funky fresh.
Funky fresh. That sounds like it could be like a deodorant brand or
It sounds
something.
like a Krista thing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait, what did you say?
Brand or
It sounds
something. Funky fresh.
Keep things fresh a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
funky fresh.
Funky fresh.
That does sound like it, yeah. It does sound like it.
That sounds like it could be like a deodorant brand or
It sounds
something.
like a Krista thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's something
Funky.
that his mom would probably
Funky
say.
fresh
Iconic
deodorant. Get your
vocabulary.
funky
Where
fresh
is it?
deodorant
Did she
now.
actually say that? Did she say funky fresh?
Only $3 at on
There's so
Amazon.
many great sound bites in this interview today. Does she say funky fresh is fantastic?
True. Yeah. Yeah. True. I do agree with that, Terry. Yeah.
Can we call her and ask her if she says funky fresh?
Why we should? Can we call her?
She'll answer. She'll answer. You're her son. You're her baby.
Hey.
She'll answer for you.
Like, aren't you talking to Johnny Foxtrot?
We want to hear her say funky fresh.
You're on speaker.
Because my mom. Hey.
Hey, Bob.
Do you say funky fresh?
Do I say it just like in
Yeah.
general speech?
Yeah, is it like
Yeah.
part of your vocabulary?
No.
Oh.
Well, why not?
But would you?
Would you ever use it?
Sure.
Would you describe Johnny Foxtrot as funky fresh?
Vocabulary.
No, wait, would you describe Johnny Foxtrot as funky fresh?
Oh, Johnny Foxtrot. Okay.
You're on
I
an
think
interview right now,
Johnny
by the way.
Foxtrot would like that.
What?
I think Johnny Foxtrot would like that.
Hell yeah.
Just saying that he seems like that type of guy who'd be receptive to having himself described as such.
That's a badass lady right there. She knows what
How
she's talking
formal
about.
of you.
Krista, you're amazing.
That was all. Thank you, Mom.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
We love you, Jonah's mom.
But I love it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Anyways.
Your mom's gonna be internet famous now, dude. We got another clip.
Yeah, this is the weirdest interview. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but I hope you guys are having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, usually we're like, where's the phone? We met when we were this old, and we did this and this and this.
Wait, is that his mom's name? I guess Krista.
But now we're pulling out
Krista, do you say
stuffies.
funky fresh?
If so, nice name.
Hey, I'm Amanda from Houston.
Do you guys get tired of answering the same questions over and over again?
We're still talking about a man from the Houston Zoo.
No, not really. It's more just like it's fun when there's new questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're chill with answering the like more repetitive questions because like we understand that it's a new audience every time. So like why not? You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
You guys
this?
really are in sync. You guys like you got. I can't.
What is this? Again, I'm sorry, Freeze Fall. I'm not trying to make fun of you. It's just the things that you're doing in this interview specifically is funny.
Can't wait to watch your guys' like dance choreographed video that you guys are gonna do because you just gave me a taste of
I know
what it
that's
could look
so-
like. I think you guys could do a lyric video of you guys just doing like random dumb stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I know that somewhere on our Patreon there exists a video of us doing the Just Dance to Rasputin and Jonah fell over and hit his butt on the table.
Oh yeah. Search our Patreon for that video. It's pretty funny.
It's fantastic.
I'm starting to think that you are the glue that holds all the funnies together in the band, Jonah.
Yeah, the Gorilla Glue.
Did he just make the noise?
Yeah, the Gorilla Glue.
That's what I'm talking about, fam. Stop doing it. I'm just gonna laugh this entire interview every time that you do that thing, dude.
That's good. That's good.
Oh man. So what's the next concert you guys got lined up? Do you guys have any dates lined up already that you guys can announce, or are we still in the process of trying to finalize any kind of shows that you guys
we
have
can
coming
talk
up?
about them right now. So
Are we allowed to talk about the
well, yeah, for real. So on the Aria, you know the dates.
It's either
it's February.
it's February 21st.
Aria, you know the dates.
It's either
E. Aria, you know the dates.
it's either
I actually can't laugh about that too much.
E. Yeah, for real. So, on the Aria, you know the
I
dates.
can't laugh about that too much just because that thing where he does, you kind of get, I don't know if it's like a man thing or something. I don't know if it's like a thing for boys, men, and stuff like that. But like you kind of get, when you're talking, you kind of get, I don't know what it is exactly. It's like a, it's like what, guys, help me. It's like some type of, I want to say some type of a hiccup, but it's not really hiccup. It's kind of like, take a breath moment is what I'll call it.
Dates.
it's either
It's February.
it's February 21st.
Yeah, the 21st.
On the 21st of February, we have a gig lined up.
Yes, we do.
Where in the world did that voice come from?
21st of February.
It's February 21st.
Yeah, the 21st.
On the 21st of February, we have a gig lined up.
Yes, we do.
Around the dates.
Yeah, it's in Kelowna, West Kelowna. So
Yes.
everybody,
Is Canada coming?
it's our fans from Germany. You know, it's a short walk. Just pull up. Yeah.
You know, just walk across the Atlantic Ocean and you'll be
Yeah.
just fine.
Jesus.
A plane would probably make it easier for those in Germany, I think for sure.
But like, that's
why?
kind of too basic. You know,
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
Figure it out.
and like, I mean, like, I
Make a
understand.
raft and push yourself there.
Like a Jonah the Seal and run.
There you go. There's your answer right there. Terry just answered it.
Across the
Right. Hitch a
And, like,
ride on a Jonah.
Like,
Call
I know
Amanda. She'll hook you up.
Call Amanda.
You know, I think even just paddleboarding there, like, it would be like a good like arm workout. You know what I'm saying?
Even just like swimming there, like
Yeah.
that could be good for you.
Yeah, I think that's like good exercise. Cause yeah, you wouldn't want to be caught dead. Like you wouldn't want to be caught like flying on a plane across the Atlantic Ocean. Cause like it's
what
too
everybody does,
basic. Like what if you see someone you know? You know? Like,
Yeah.
I
Like what if there's like a baby or something?
Your worst fear.
What if there's a baby?
Jonah caught me. He said that would be my worst fear. My worst fear is seeing people I know in public. I can't do
Every
it.
time we go to the mall, you're like, wait, is that somebody you know?
I'm always like spinning in a circle trying to see if I know anybody because I'm like, if I see someone I know, I need to run away. I don't want to talk to anybody. I can't
Are you
do
gonna
it.
Are you gonna be the person that like wears like the hoodie above your head with the big sunglasses when you get your coffee like one day, trying to avoid everybody? Is that
No,
the
because
future?
I'm not gonna go to. I'm just gonna make my own coffee, so I don't have to leave my house.
Okay, well, glad I'm not the only one.
You still gotta get out in the world sometimes. You know what I mean? You gotta show people like that you still exist outside of the revelry and on stages. You know what I mean?
You shut up. Yeah.
You gotta paddleboard across the ocean sometimes.
Well, yeah, no. I'm fine with paddleboarding across the
'Cause nobody
ocean
will be there.
because no one's gonna be there except for maybe them. Yeah.
Except
And I'll like
maybe
meet
them.
some seals and stuff. It'd be so cool.
Are you gonna paddleboard to go to any shows like in the future for a band? Like what show are you gonna paddleboard to go see in the band? Like if you're gonna go do it for you, what artists are you doing it for? Do you have any shows lined up that you guys are going to? Like just going to watch? You know what I mean?
Oh, ones that we have plans to watch.
Just like artists to watch, like concerts to go to attend as a fan.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Milt. I actually thought you at first said that they should meet my kids. and then what actually meet people in public. But I actually just now figured out that you said they sound like my kids.
We won't be needing any paddle boards, I don't think. We're
Then are you really going to the right shows then?
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
That's true. We should go see some like random artist in like Latvia, and we should totally paddleboard there.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
well, we're all going to Spirit Box next year in Vancouver. That would be awesome. Is that what you were asking? I'm sorry. We were
That's cool.
like
No, but
talking
how about how?
Vancouver. That would be awesome. Is that what you were asking? I'm sorry. We were like
Is that what you're asking? I'm so sorry if I jumped off. Conversation.
How about? Would you paddle across the Atlantic Ocean to see Spirit Box?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're that good.
I don't even know what Spirit Box is, so I can't even answer that.
What I'm getting at is who do you paddle board across the ocean to see? So you're gonna go see Spirit Box this year
Yeah.
in Vancouver? Is it?
Would you paddle across the Atlantic Ocean to meet Amanda?
He already knows Amanda.
Amanda
of
from
course
the
he did paddle
zoo.
across
We're
to
still
get back to
talking
Amanda.
We're still talking about Amanda from the Houston Zoo.
Is
Right.
what the question is.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
Damn. Johnny, do you have any artists you would paddleboard across the Atlantic or even the Pacific Ocean to see?
Jonah the Seal, for sure.
That's
Jonah the
valid.
Seal.
I feel you.
I'd go the long way too, man. I'd go the Pacific around to the Atlantic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Backwards.
I kind of love that. That's pretty cool.
Just for you, man.
Oh my god, and
Just
you're
for
on
you.
like the eastern side too. You have to like go all the
So say that's a long way.
You're on like the eastern side too. You have to like go all the
So say that's a long way. That's a long way.
I love that.
Okay, guys, we're gonna stop it there. We're gonna have a part 2 and maybe a part 3 if we can't get through the entire rest of it by part 2. We'll have a part 3 and another watch party, but we'll have to stop it there. Just because we've already hit an hour and 33 and a half minutes basically, so about to hit an hour and 34 minutes live, so that's unfortunately gonna have to stop it. I will indeed play VHS here to end off the stream. But yeah, with that being said, guys, as always, like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed the reaction, comment all your requests, type the artist, song by the artist, I'll make sure to react to it. Same thing with Throwback Thursday, and yeah, without further ado, to end off the watch party, here's at VHS. I love how Quinn when they were showing her at like the middle part of the song or something, she was singing some of the lyrics with her mouth, with like her teeth clenched together. So like, dun and dun. That's really cool, and especially for a like horror themed song, it's really cool. So I see VHS, Hypothermia, and Lace. Is that a song for the future, or is that a song they have out now? I have no idea. Either way, I'm going to check out that song for sure. Anyways, guys, as always, if you enjoyed the reaction, make sure to like, subscribe, comment below in the comment section for any requests. Type the artist and the song by the artist. I'll make sure to react to it. Same thing with Throwback Thursday, as always. We'll do more reactions later today. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and peace out, guys. See you later, Milt. See you later, everyone else. Peace out, guys.